Yeah, okay.
The other side of the world. Okay, that sounds pretty good start, no? How do you
Okay.
how do you feel about those answers so far?
Can see me now.
Not yet. Yes, now I can see you with the mask
Okay.
on.
Actually, I have a whole day meetings yesterday, so sorry for the late reply. Yeah.
That's okay. Don't
And
worry. The point
I
is
I
that we practice, yeah.
I prepared the I wrote actually I wrote the whole passage last night
Mhm.
until before I go to sleep,
Yep.
and then I try to recite it this morning uh, and send a voice to you this noon.
Perfect. Perfect. That's okay. That's okay. Good. So good. It's good that you take the ideas and the ideas that you like and the ideas that you feel represent you, and then you try to
Yeah,
put them into your story. That's absolutely perfect.
yeah.
And now,
Um,
now we just need to be talking as often as possible, but we want to focus on
yeah,
these key characteristics, right? It already sounds
yeah.
to me, it already sounds way better than you reading this thing like you're sounding natural, you're sounding animated. Do you know the word animated? Animated means like
Animated.
alive, not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
not
I
like
know that.
not like a
Yeah,
robot.
like an animated animal, right?
Animate means to have life, exactly. To animate something means to have
Like
life.
yeah.
Great. Okay, so we're going to go through that practice today. Um, let me guess.
And I also s- uh I sent two voice to you, and the second one is the more details about uh the first stories I told. Actually,
Yeah.
I prepared three details about my three stories. If they ask me about the project, the details, I can say something about it.
Perfect. We are going to
So
now.
I don't practice. So I don't say it in my first introduction.
Exactly. The point of this is that we're going to have core three stories, right? The story
Yeah,
about your project, the story about your current job, and the story about why you want to work for them, right? And then in
yeah,
every
yes.
question, we're going to use these ideas to answer. So we're going to practice this now, okay? I'm going to give you a mock interview, and I want you to start
Okay.
thinking like this. What's my strengths? What's my weaknesses? What's my um
Oh,
personality? What's my...
I haven't prepared the witness.
Yeah, but don't
I
worry,
forgot to prepare
we
the
didn't talk
witness.
about that. We didn't talk about that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the interview, you will get questions that you haven't prepared, right?
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. What matters is that you speak confidently, you handle the question as best as you can, and you present yourself as best as possible. So
Okay.
this is good practice, not to panic. Oh, I didn't prepare. Okay, I speak English, I can answer the question. It maybe is not a 10 out of 10, but it's not a 0. It's going to be a 4, 5, 6, whatever. But if my other answers are 8 and 9, then this is a good balance, no?
Actually, I plan to prepare another PowerPoint to include my project experience, placing some pictures or other certificates I have got in my career life. Uh, then it can remind me of some talking points when I made the self introduction. Is that a good idea?
Can you explain again this idea? Sorry.
uh, I try to I plan to prepare a
Talking point.
PowerPoint,
Talking
yeah,
points. For example?
a
Ah,
PPT,
PowerPoint.
a
A PowerPoint.
PowerPoint, yeah, PowerPoint.
Okay.
Is that an good idea?
Is the interview
Because my
online or in person?
no face to face. And
You can ask them. You can ask them.
okay,
Should I provide a PowerPoint or not? Because I would say normally you don't have a PowerPoint, but maybe for this position you can.
Okay. Yes, one of my friend, her sister, just attend an interview, uh, just like that college, another job, another position,
Similar
and
job.
yeah, similar college. And she has prepared that kind of the PowerPoint, and it was better than other candidates.
Ah, it stood out. It stood out.
Yeah.
Made it look good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea. If you have time to do that, I think that would be good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask you questions. Think about again these words and phrases. So you can open the document I sent you,
Okay.
the
Let me
PDF with all of the words and phrases, etc. This
wait.
is practice. You want to start to feel like, I want to talk about this part of my personality or this part of my character or this part of my skills.
Okay, I have opened it.
Perfect.
Mm. And may I ask the personality and the differences between personality and the character?
Yeah, its characteristics is like similar to personality, similar, not
Yeah,
so
yeah.
different. But characteristics is like something you do more like consistently. You're always a hardworking person, you're on time, no? And
More like
personality is more like the flavor. Like, are you someone who's serious? Are you happy? Are you passionate? Are you? It's more the emotion side, I would say.
and maybe the personality can use to describe my daily life, or something else can use the words and character to describe my work. So when I do the job or do
Similar. Yeah.
other things.
Yeah, similar, exactly. It's not a huge difference. It's just the ideas to kind of break them down, you know. Okay, let's get started. So, what communications methods have you found most effective for cross-border collaborations?
Maybe I think it's my skills in storytelling and presenting the ideas, and
Finished?
uh,
No, it's okay. It's okay. Remember, this is the first time you're being asked these questions, so you might not have a clear answer, right?
yeah.
So take your time. Now, what did we do there? Good. Storytelling and presenting skills. You answer with skills, right?
Yeah.
Go into an example. We've already talked about this story. Where did you talk about this story already?
Mm. During the introduction I prepared, I mentioned I have uh, collected a large number of the supporting materials, and
No, for me, this story is what you told me on Wednesday, on Tuesday. You told me that you had to present to the government
yeah.
and to the businesses. You had to present about the successes and be able to communicate. No?
Yes, yes.
So
I just
go into that
uh
example immediately, right? So one of my skill sets is my ability to storytell and also to be able to present information effectively. For instance, I was working blah 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 blah.
Uh, I have arranged the site visits like this job to showcase the successful cases.
Exactly. Now you're using it
It's
as a
the
show. Exactly. You told me I have great storytelling skills and presentation skills. Now show me an example. Tell me the story. Just quickly, you know.
okay. The government will ask us how we help the enterprises to improve their efficiency or the technological upgrades, and I will show them the successful cases we have helped the enterprises before in my city and arrange the site visits for them.
Okay, but arranging the site visits, is this showing communication methods? Don't worry, don't worry, don't
Um,
worry. This is the point. We are challenging. We're
um,
challenging with hard
it,
questions, you know?
it, it can make them convinced when they see in their eyes the actual cases, how we help the enterprise.
How we have successfully, no?
Yeah,
How we have successfully done what? What were you successfully doing?
successfully. Just I mentioned the program. They they're convinced that uh, what the enterprises and the industry need is our service. We can provide the service they needed, and it is what
What
other
service?
providers,
What is the service?
techni-
Be specific. Yeah.
technical, some technical or technological R&D research like that.
Technical research. Is that right?
Yeah,
Technical research.
and
Just
some
use that. Okay.
R&D, R&D.
Ah, you mean like financial support?
No. Financial, it's technical.
Perfect. So just keep it as technical support, right?
Yeah, technical supports.
Just keep it simple, right? So, a communication method that I found extremely successful,
Pardon?
a communication method that I
Yeah.
found extremely successful
Yes.
was, what did you say it was called when you go to the place? Sending a, okay, let me write,
Sorry.
that's okay, don't worry, don't worry. Okay, I will send you the question. Okay, this is what we're going for, right? This is the question that might be important. Some kind of communication question, right? You're going to say
Most effective
the
or
most effective,
most effective
yes, communication methods
communication methods.
I've
What
found
kind
to
what
be.
kind of methods? Like face to face is a method, or uh,
No, but remember, like what you said about your sales skills, that's a method. Presenting the information, that's a method. You said?
just present the true cases. Is that the method?
What do you mean by this? Yes, exactly. This is the presenting the cases to the companies, no?
Yeah, presenting the successful cases we have done before. Is that the
And this
kind
was
of method?
this was face to face, right?
Yeah, face to face,
Presenting the
and it's
successful
about
cases face to face
yes, it is the most effective
with potential new clients, no?
Yeah. And take them to the sightseeing,
Take them where, sorry?
to the to the site.
Take them to the
The
site.
the cases, yeah, site. The cases we have down, the companies we have served before,
Right.
and let them to tell the stories themselves instead of our in my side.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, that's step
Yeah,
two, right? But step
they
one,
are
step
they are
one,
more confident. Yeah,
step one is the most effective communication method that we found extremely successful in our company was presenting successful cases face to face with potential clients. Okay, this is the
yeah.
method. Now tell me what skills you had to be able to do that. What skills did you show to be able to do that? Go to your skill list. We always want
How to
to,
describe the communication skills?
yes, exactly. But what specifically is good
I don't
about
know.
your communication skills? Everyone has communication skills, right?
Can you take an example for me? I don't quite understand
That's
how
okay.
to describe
This the storytelling and presenting ideas. To if you go to someone face to face, but you
yeah
don't know what to say and you feel awkward and you're shy,
uh,
how will this
uh,
work? Will it be effective or not effective?
not that effective. I'll just keep confident,
Exactly. So you're warm and approachable
warm. Okay.
personality
Oh, okay. I know. I got it. I
alongs
got it.
so
I got it.
alongside so my warm and
And approachable.
approachable
Yeah,
ap-
that's me. Yeah.
uh,
I just want to think, just keep confidence, but actually I'm not that confident. But actually I should be confident in front of the government.
exactly. Yes, you are
Yeah.
confident. If you can go to the government and tell them not to
I
do
should
something.
be, yeah. Actually I'm not, but I should be.
You are, just say you are.
No,
My
no, no.
warm and approachable manner alongside my storytelling and presenting. How long have you been presenting like this?
How long?
Yes.
What do you mean how long? And
How long have
my
you been doing presentations to companies like that?
each time or my career or
Yes, in your
you
career,
mean
exactly.
in my career? Oh, maybe just this 3 years.
Okay, good. So you can mention this, right? I have been developing. So you don't want to come across as completely arrogant. So you say, I have been developing these skill
Mm.
sets over the last 3 years. Maybe you've been doing it longer. I would take a look at
Okay.
that. But yes.
Uh,
So what we want to do is we want to answer the question, and then we want to add in some parts of who we are that are allowing us to give a good answer to the question, right?
friendly communicator. Also,
Yes, I'm
yeah.
writing it down for you now. Okay. For example, right? This
Okay.
might be the structure of the answer.
One of the most effective communication methods I have found is presenting successful case studies face to face with potential clients in these situations. Oh, no.
In these situations.
In these situations, my warm and approachable manner, combined with strong storytelling and presentation skills, allows me to connect deeply and build relationships with the individuals. Over the past 3 years, I have consciously developed these skills through practice and feedback, which has helped me build trust and convince stakeholders more effectively. Um,
Okay, so we tell the method, we tell the skills, the personality, the characteristic skills that you have that helped you to do that method, and then you tell me the consequences, right? What did the consequences of these skills do in this situation?
okay.
Because this is adding in the layers of our big answers that we want to mention, right? We want to mention relationship building. This question is about communication methods. We mention the method, but we talk about relationship building. Because what did the interviewer want to hear? They want to hear that you can build relationship.
Yeah.
So every answer we want to try to turn it back to the main things that they're looking for.
Yeah.
Yes.
If they change the questions, but I can still use these answers to change some words.
Exactly. You more or less say the
Yeah.
same answer, but make sure you answer the
Yeah.
question. Exactly.
Thank
This
you.
is what we want. Otherwise, you cannot prepare for the interview because you have too many variables. We need to
Yeah,
have
too
things that we
many
can.
points.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you this again. Try to practice that answer, okay? What communication methods have you found most effective in your experience?
One of the most effective communication methods I have found is present successful case studies face to face with potential clients. In these situations, my warm and approachable manner, combined with strong storytelling and presentation skills, allows me to connect deeply and build relationships with the individuals. Over the past 3 years, I have consciously developed these skills through practice and feedback, which have helped me build trust and convince stakeholders more effectively.
Effectively. Good. Perfect. Okay, great. So this is the relationship building and communication skill. So you can use this for many things, right? Great.
Okay.
Moving on to another question. So, um, so tell me about a time you had to handle competing priorities and tight deadlines. How did you ensure success?
Um, like the project I have done in 2023, uh, it was a time deadline when before I submitted that proposal. I will map the task using the Gantt charts, and every time I check every day I will check
Map the task with what? Sorry, what was this phrase?
text using charts,
Chart.
Gantt charts. It's a like
Yeah, can you send me the name? Just send
it's
me
a
the name.
tool.
That's a tool.
It's a tool. Yeah, it's a tool used to manage the time and the progress. And every day I will check the progress, what I have done and the percentage, and each person, I will list the text into very small details and uh, to the teammates.
Okay, okay. Just tell me can you write me
And
the
I will,
name of this tool because I need to know the name of the tool. Just send to me on the
okay. Yeah, no, check. contract. Tell us about the time when you had to handle competing priorities and type. How did you ensure success? Firstly, I will let me prepare something.
Yeah.
Firstly, I will divide the task into small parts and use a Gantt chart to arrange everyday's task and check every day check the daily progress I have finished.
But only for you, or
And then how?
were you in charge of a team? Were you in charge of running the team?
As the project leader, I will do this work.
Exactly. You're the project leader. You want to mention this. This
I
is
did.
like your position, right?
Yeah. Also, the position I apply is a supervisor, and yeah, also need to manage the team to arrange some events, activities, so many something like this job.
What about the time? Did you have any situations where you managed to
Time.
overcome a really tight deadline or something like that?
What does it mean? About a time when I had to handle time.
Exactly. An experience, a situation.
Um, like I mentioned, the 3 week deadline or
Can be
what
exactly
time?
a specific one. Uh-huh.
When I should tell you time. What does it mean?
An experience, a situation.
Oh, okay.
Experience or a situation.
Okay. I know. When I led the 2023 National Smart Manufacturing Challenge, just have a 3 week deadline. I just uh, map the task using the Gantt charts and held daily check-ins and with my teammates. And finally, we became the sole Hong Kong winner during among the more than 2,000 competitors in China.
Okay, give me 1 second. I don't know this exact. This project is different, right?
A different another project.
This is
I
another.
have
You didn't tell me
I
about
have
this project.
mentioned. I have mentioned. I didn't tell you the in Tuesday, but I have mentioned in my audio.
And your audio
The
practice. This was from the audio
the
practice.
self introduction. Yeah.
Okay, look here. Okay. I'm going to have to run to the bathroom, so please look at this answer to this
Okay.
question, and then we talk
No
about
problem.
this specific example. Okay. 1 second.
Okay.
What?
Okay. No problem.
Check and see that you have your
Um.
personality phrases in here, your skill set phrases in there.
Wow. Okay. During the project. I used detailed. During project, I used detailed project management. I use detailed project management tools, touchdown charts to meticulously, meticulous, meticulous. Meticulous map. Oh, that's a meticulous map now. Mm, by breaking down, manually map out every task and deadline. By breaking down this project into smaller, manageable tasks. I was able to maintain a clear overview of the entire process while keeping a sharp focus on each critical component. This detail-oriented approach not only helped me stay organized, but also allowed me to anticipate potential bottlenecks and proactively address them. As a project leader, I leveraged this method to manage my team effectively, ensuring everyone understood their responsibilities and deadlines. My clear communication and collaborative, my clear communication and collaborative leadership style motivated the team to stay focused and aligned with our goals. Oh my God, how can you write this verse in within this short time?
Because I already know the ideas from what you're told me already, you know?
Yeah,
There's
you understand me, and
but there's not much new here, right? I'm only just showing them, hey, I'm like this, I'm like this, I'm like this, I'm like this. Every answer we want to basically quite often repeat the underlying themes, no? The answers will be slightly different, but the ideas are very similar. We want to keep using the same idea.
yeah,
It's like punch,
yeah.
punch, 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 punch.
Okay.
Okay, so these words like meticulously is not essential, you know? This is just a nice word.
I,
It's a nice word if you can remember it, you know? But it's not essential.
okay. The only word I haven't seen before is the meticulous.
Yes, meticulous is someone
I
who's
don't know this word,
very
and
detail orientated and you take your time and you make sure every single thing is correct. It's a
meticulous.
good word to describe this type of skill, you know?
Okay, it is also a character that can be used to describe the Tech 100 projects that I.
Okay, now you can tell me about this project. Wait a second. Yeah, because
Okay,
I didn't notice the details of this project. Uh,
sorry, you mean this project?
yeah, tell me about this other project, not the project with the government and the businesses.
Uh,
This one you mentioned.
the project I mentioned in within 3 week deadline. Is that one?
Exactly. Tell me as much information about this
Oh
as possible.
no, nothing more details. Just submitting a proposal
Uh-huh.
and no. Oh, need to coordinate with other departments uh, in Hong Kong and collaborated and collected the information within a very short time. And
But this is
draft
a
a
perfect
very
example. This is a perfect example to put into this answer, you know? Something
oh,
real, you know? So
okay,
when I was working on the project,
working on the
we
project.
had
Yeah.
a 3 week deadline, and I had to
Yeah.
collaborate and run the team and make sure everyone was on top of their own projects in order to, in the end,
project.
successfully achieve the deadline.
Okay.
So
And
add
you-
that in. That's useful, as a concrete example.
and then that actually I don't need to say that much details in my introduction before, right?
So in the introduction, you just give them an overview of the main points we talked
Over.
about. So we want to
And
talk about.
I don't need to mention blah, 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 with a 3 week deadline, blah blah blah.
I don't think
Should I mention
in the
that?
introduction, no. I will send you what I
No,
think you
okay.
should do as the introduction. The introduction is the overview of the main ideas: relationship building, time orientated, disciplined.
Oh,
Then the
okay.
specifics should come out in the interview questions.
Okay. And the okay, I read it. No, 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 I read it. I I told you about the question, about the answer.
Exactly. Now tell me the answer, right? But
Okay.
I need you to just take your time, go through it, and think. Okay, what do I want to say? I want to say this. I like this. I like this. Oh, I'll say this. Okay, more or less, I know what I want to say,
Okay.
and then you begin.
Then I will practice, and then I send you the voice after our class. Okay.
Exactly. No problem.
Okay. Tonight,
Okay,
because
so this is more a
we will have
practical.
less time.
So this is different type of practical skill we've got here, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Now, this is a little bit of a different question. How do you motivate your team? How do you motivate your team or yourself when you're working on projects, slow projects?
And the question is likely to talk about the project I
No,
have.
so now in this situation, you want to talk about, I would say, your personality.
Personality motivates yourself and the team when working on long-term projects with slow progress. Actually, this situation just only happened in the first story I told, and I have almost no teammates, only myself to push this program. So I maybe I don't know how to answer this question.
Don't worry, don't worry. I will help you. But
I
in the job position you're going for, will you have a team? Are you in a team lead role?
yeah, yeah,
It is a team lead role. So then I
yeah.
want to show the people that I know how to lead a team, right?
Okay, I will find
So
some
try to
words.
try to think of any example, maybe not perfect for a slow progress, but any example where a team and motivation was important. And what did you do?
Positive attitude.
Uh-huh.
Positive attitude. Resilient. And this
Good.
word
So these are some
can
of
be
the
used.
things that you are, right?
Resilient. Like
Good. Okay, so
reliable. Reliable.
personally, I don't struggle with motivation, you could say, right? I don't struggle that much with motivation because I'm a very proactive and persistent person.
Oh,
No? However, I know and I understand working in a team, not everyone will be the same as me.
yeah.
So I have developed certain skills that I think keep the majority of the team motivated over longer projects. What are those skills? Tell me.
Mm,
This is more about this is more about leadership. What makes a good leader?
maybe I haven't been a leader, so I can't come up some idea. Maybe
So
I should
okay,
be reliable
but you are a team lead, no?
now.
Yes,
You mean now?
you have a
Uh,
team, no?
I have a team, but actually, we depends on who who got the project or charge for the thing, and who is the project leader.
The project leader depends on who got the project.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have
Mm.
got a
And
project
we
before.
and all my team we report to the GM, the general manager.
Okay, but still,
Report to the same boss. Yeah.
but when you get a project, do you have to direct
Yeah.
the team?
Some event or activity I should do.
Okay, so what
I
skills
need to
do you
do
need
it.
to use to do that?
It's a little bit like the tax how we divide the tax into each person and
Exactly. But is there sometimes problems with this? Do sometimes people
problem.
get annoyed or frustrated or angry or they feel like it's
Sometimes
unfair?
will do because every teammate has their own work and they just assist me in my project.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes the most of the works are done by myself.
Yes, but I
So
mean,
it's a problem that I haven't solved in my current job. It's the biggest problem. My boss said that you can do all the things yourself. You should tell me.
this is your weakness.
You
This
should
is
tell.
your weakness.
Yeah, it's my witness actually. Yeah, it's my witness
Good, good,
because
good.
maybe I want everything to be perfect and like what I think. So I want to do everything myself. I exactly the person, my teammates. For example, my teammate had do something for me, but I think it's not perfect as I want,
It's not
and I
as perfect as I would like. It's an
I
imagination.
would like
It's not
I
as perfect
yeah
as I would
as
like.
my imagination, and I will do it again.
Hmm.
So it's my
Okay.
witness. Yeah. So
So
maybe
what are you
I'm
doing
not
to
suitable
change
for
this?
I'm not suitable to be a leader.
Well, you could say that this is something that you're working on, you're aware of this weakness, and you're working on learning how to communicate more effectively with the team,
Mm,
communicate your expectations, allow others to make mistakes and give them support, no?
mm. I can say this from another angle.
Exactly. Have you been trying to do any specific things?
Specific thing to solve this problem or
Yes,
what?
exactly, exactly.
Uh, actually, yes. Um, trying to trust other person.
Okay, but how do you lead,
But
how do you lead someone? I mean, yes, you have to trust them, but what else?
mm, make every task responsive, make every responsibility clear, and I
Good, that's a
mm,
little bit about the job, yes. Okay.
I learn how to turn to my boss. That's what she told me,
Say that again.
taught me. Yeah.
Again?
She said she taught me I should learn to turn to her when I meet some obstacles or difficulties, or I'm so busy to too busy to do all the things.
Got it, got it. So, okay.
And she will ask arrange somebody else to help me or like that.
Okay, okay. Kind of. Let's go for this one, okay? So let's see here. So if it's something to do with motivation or something to do with attitude or something like this, you can talk about your own.
Personally, oh, yeah, personally, I'm highly motivated and persistent. However, I recognize that working in a team means dealing with a variety of personalities. This is an idea I am actively developing. I tend to rely on myself to get tasks down and hold myself to high standards of excellence to foster team growth. I've been implementing open communication, providing clear directives.
Directives, this is
What
like
that?
this is your orders. I want you to do this, I want you to do it like this and like this and like this.
Directives. Okay. Oh, providing clear directives and offering constructive feedback.
These are ways that you can build team responsibility, you know?
Mm.
You can openly communicate. So that was what you said with your boss, to openly communicate when you're feeling overwhelmed
Mm.
or you're not,
Yeah.
you're taking on too many tasks and you need support,
Yeah.
right? To make sure that you're communicating openly with the team, to make sure that you're giving clear directives. This is making sure that they're doing exactly the task that they're meant to be doing. And then when they do the task and maybe they don't reach your standard, you give them
Yeah.
constructive feedback, which helps them the next time to arrive to the right level, right? Make sense?
Mm. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
So this is
Totally.
also our weakness, right? Our weakness is sometimes I'm over
It is.
reliant on myself and I need to make sure that I am developing. I'm aware of this issue. I'm developing it. I'm working with my manager to improve this team lead role, to be able to
Yeah.
delegate. You know the word delegate, right?
Delegate. Yeah.
Delegation is something that is one of the critical skills that I'm looking forward to improving in this position that I'm applying for. Improving in the aspect in the role I am applying. So this is called delegation. This is the skill, and it's called delegation, right? You know this word?
Yeah.
So delegation is a core skill
Yeah.
I'm currently developing, and I'm looking forward to continuing to improve in this area that the role I'm applying for. You're acknowledging, hey, I know in this job I want, I will need to delegate. It's a team lead position, right? So you're showing them, I'm aware that this is maybe a little bit weak, but I'm already working on it now. I'm aware of it, and I'm getting better for the position.
Okay.
Does that make
I
sense?
still have another witness. That is, I'm afraid of bothering others, trouble others, and so care too much about what other people think.
Okay,
So
good.
delegation, it's about delegation. Yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of delegation is the
Yeah.
problem, and under this is because the mindset, you care too much about what people think, right?
Yeah.
I would say that delegation, it's probably best to have a weakness that's not a character weakness, but a skill weakness.
A skill witness. Yeah.
Because a skill weakness you can train, you can fix, you know. Character
Yeah.
character weakness would be harder to fix.
Then I should hide my characteristics, the witness.
Just tell
I
me.
want to state it out. Yeah, just
Don't
tell you.
tell them. Yeah.
And nothing about the interview.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the company. It depends on the situation. You know, sometimes it's
Yeah.
right. But it's more. I would say more safe to have a skill weakness than a character weakness.
Yeah, it can be fixed, but character not.
Exactly, exactly. And you don't want to
Yeah.
present yourself in a bad light, you know, a negative way of thinking.
Uh,
I mean, it's honest. It's good to be honest, no, but not really in a business.
not. Yeah. No, I
In a
know.
real relationship, it's better to be honest, but I think in
So,
the business
so
world.
the reasons they ask why I want to apply for the job, apply for the position, join the CPU. Actually, I mentioned in my audio that three reasons are true, and I don't need to say the real true reason because
Yes.
the college is near my home.
Yes.
And I don't have that much business trip, and I have more time.
Exactly. Yeah. This
And
no.
this not
Too
no need to
honest.
mention.
Too honest. Yeah. Too
Too
honest.
honest, no need to mention.
Exactly. Exactly.
When I get an offer, I can mention.
Exactly. Yeah. You can be honest once you get the job.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
I
Good. Let's
hope
just go
so.
through these quickly, right? Just to get a feel for the
Okay.
answers. Now, this seems a lot, but remember, these ideas are not very new, right? Apart from delegation, we didn't talk about that before. The other ideas are
No.
the same as what we've talked about before. We just want to repeat them as much as possible. But you'll see that these ideas are core: communication, leadership, weakness, right? These are the core things you're going to get asked for sure, you know. Okay, tell me about best communication methods that you've found in your position.
Hmm. Hold on. One of the most effective communication methods I have found is presenting successful case studies face to face with potential clients. In this situation, my warm and approachable manner combined with strong storytelling and presentation skills allows me to connect deeply and build relationships with the individuals. Over the past 3 years, I have consciously developed these skills through practice and feedback, which has helped me build trust and convince stakeholders more effectively. So many things. I can I just shorten it, or
Yes, yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm afraid I can't memory so much.
no, but then remember, the key point is what? Presenting
Keep on
presenting
successful cases.
case studies face to face. This is the idea. You only have to remember the idea. You don't have to remember all the perfect words, you know? Okay, and why? Why was this a good way? Because your skills. What's your skills?
Combined with the strong storytelling and presentation skills.
And warm, approachable manner, right? So these three things.
Oh, warm approach, right? Yeah.
This is a combination, right? If you have good presentation skills, but you're cold and angry, it might not be as effective, right? So these are key, right? So they're key to this answer. And then what's the consequence? Just remember one consequence.
Which helped me
connect.
Or allowed me to build relationships with individuals.
Perfect. Deep relationships, if you can remember. Deep is a good word to describe it.
Deep.
Good.
Build deep.
That's it.
Connectedly. Okay.
Just go back and tell me that part. Just go with the pieces that you know, right? Go with that. Don't worry about reading. Just tell me the answer from the ideas.
Okay. One of the most effective communication method I have found is presenting successful cases face to face and with my warm and approachable combined with strong storytelling and presentation skills allows me to connect deeply and build relationships with the individuals.
Perfect. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to remember, right? And now when you remember this, you can be confident because you're like, okay, that makes sense. That works. Then you try to make it as nice as possible, right?
Okay.
But just worry about the core. Is the core idea there? Yes, my core idea is there. Perfect. Then you can add this idea of building trust. You can add this idea of being convincing, building rapport. There's other ideas, right? Okay, next one. About the project details. Tell me about a time you had to handle tight deadlines or priorities.
Oh, so long.
No, just find the main idea, find what skills or personality or character trait, and then what was the consequence. The same summarization of what you did last time.
Okay, right now. During the project, I used detailed. I used detailed project management tools such as Gantt charts to meticulously map out every task and deadline. By breaking down the project into smaller, manageable tasks, I was able to maintain a clear overview of the entire process while keeping a focus on each critical component.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just breaking down the project into smaller tasks. This approach of being detail orientated helped me to. What was the consequence? Allowed me to manage the team effectively. Tell me that again.
Just allow me to potential.
Don't get lost in the big words, right? I just put that there so like if you want to keep getting better, you can keep getting it better, right? But just the idea. As long as you're clear and concise with your idea, then the communication will be clear. Don't overcomplicate it, right? I just give you that to if you want to improve, you know?
Okay.
One more time. Just
During the project, I used detailed project management tools such as Gantt charts to meticulously map out every task and deadline. By breaking down the project into smaller, manageable tasks, I was able to maintain a clear overview of the entire process on each critical component. That made me that made me stay focused and aligned with our goals and manage our team more efficiently.
Perfect. Perfect. That would be it, right?
Yeah,
That's perfect. That's
that's all.
clear. That's a clear idea. Perfect. Last one about motivation.
Motivation. Personally, I'm highly motivated and persistent. And however, I recognize that working in a team means dealing with a variety of personalities. I tend to rely on myself to get tasks down and hold myself to high standards of excellence to foster team's growth. I've been implementing open communication, providing clear directives, and offering constructive feedback.
Perfect. Good.
No need to have a conclusion
In this situation, you could say, in
in
order
this part.
to develop my weakness, to overcome or to develop the skill that I know I'm weaker at. No? But that's good, no?
Okay.
Okay, so practicing these ideas, get these guys going in your head. Detail orientated,
Detail oriented.
communication, motivation, leadership, all these ideas. We want to get these ideas going. Level headed, calm under pressure, warm and approachable, skills of communication.
Okay.
Yes? Good, very good, Tracy. Okay, send me your audio practices.
Okay.
When's the next one?
By what time?
Tomorrow, the same time?
Tomorrow. 1 minute.
Sure.
Tomorrow. Oh no, I have a meeting PM. Maybe 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
tomorrow.
Perfect, yeah, 4 p.m.
4 or because I don't know how long does the meeting will take.
Okay.
4:30, 4:30 or 4:30. Okay.
Let me check 4:30. I send you just now 4:30. I think it's okay, but I will check my schedule and then I confirm. If I don't tell you anything, 4:30 is
you.
perfect, yes? You're doing
Okay,
good.
thank
You're
you.
doing really good. Keep it going, yes? Well done,
Thank
Tracy.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Matthew. See you soon. Bye.